is Vladimir Rodriguez. I work here at the Milpa field station. I am currently the station manager for the facility here. The Rio Bravo Conservation and Management Area is a large tract of land located in the northwestern part of Belize. It is actually the largest private reserve in the country of Belize. It is 260,000 acres of forest. Today we are here located in the middle of the largest plaza here at the Milpa archaeological site, which is the third largest site in Belize actually. Let me give you a brief history of the archaeological site. It was first discovered in 1938 by a chiclero, the man who would tap the chicle trees for the sap to make chewing gum. Soon after that, Sir Eric Thompson, a British archaeologist, came here and quickly surveyed the area and mapped a few of the temple mounds. And it was not until the late 70s and early 80s when people came here again, only this time to rampage or loot the temples. So in many of these ruins, especially the bigger ones, we see tunnels going into the structures, and that's where the thieves got in to look for the treasures. In 1992, we had the University of Boston starting archaeological research here, and they did that type of work until about 2 years ago, and that's when the University of Texas, which is the other group that has been working and doing archaeology work here also since 1992. So all the information we have about the site really comes mostly from what evidence they have gathered since they started their work here. So we know that Milpa is the third largest site in Belize. It had an estimated population of about 30,000 people. And this is the largest plaza, and it is estimated to be one of the largest open spaces that the Mayas created anywhere. Milpa is made up of at least 22 plazas. We only have 4 of them open to the public right here. This is the main ball court just behind me. Okay, so this is where the famous Pocatok, which is the Mayan word to describe the name of the game, this is where it would have been played. And as it is typical at large Mayan cities, we have a number of stelae laying around here. This one has nothing on it, being limestone. It erodes fairly quickly, so whatever was written on this or carved into it has really disappeared a long time ago. So one of the things that is both obvious and striking at the same time is that Milpa is a big site, and it is largely unrestored. As you can see, all of the temples except a small one over here to my left has been reconstructed, but for the most part all of the temples are laying in ruins the way the first persons would have seen them years, decades ago when they first arrived here. Looters were here just 30 years ago, and in their quest for treasure and whatever treasures the Mayas were buried with, which would have been mostly well decorated pottery vessels. Mostly, if it was a king or some type of elite burial, they would have included lots of jewelry which would have been made of jade. So that is really the main item that these men are looking for. Whatever they find, we do not know, because obviously they're not here to tell people that they're looting. But word gets around, as is usually the case in the local communities, that so-and-so got so-and-so. So we do know that stuff was looted from here in that respect, but also if you come closer and around the entrance of the tunnel, you find lots of pieces of vessels that were very likely within the burial that was located here and were discarded as the men were were looking for more valuable stuff. So the evidence of their looting is really laying on the ground right in front of this temple. Hundreds of pieces of pots just strewn around, broken, and just, for the most part, in terms of archaeological evidence, useless. It's no longer worth anything really. So it's a shame, but it's something that happened a lot at that time, and to some degree it still continues to happen at different parts of the country. No? So it's a shame, but it's happening. This is the highest temple here at the site of La Milpa. It is 70 feet high, so it's about the same height as most of the trees in the forest. If you climb up there, you are pretty much, there are only a few areas in which you can get good views of the opening, but wherever you can see an opening, you can pretty much see as far as the eye can see, just green. It's all just part of the reserve. No? Just behind me is where the thieves entered many years ago. Right in the middle, where you see the pile of rock, right there, kind of a little dent in the wall, that used to be a tunnel actually that went all the way in. So originally, or right after when the looters were here, the thieves, they went literally right into the center of the structure. Okay, it was high enough that you could walk right into it really. It was covered up for obvious reasons. It's a danger, and no matter how many times you tell people don't do something, this one is very likely one that they will do, so we decided to cover it up.